think I could use some more coffee. Let's see. Just heat this up a little bit. Well, hey there. Hey everybody, how you doing? Nice to see you. Well, I need to spend some time on my treadmill. Not using it hardly at all, you know. I'll tell you, I gotta do something about these old legs of mine. I need to get in shape, you know. I really do. Pushing 60. Hard to believe. That's something. Well, you know, I'm not complaining. I guess it's okay. Coffee ought to be done in a second here. It's a little bit funny. This feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. Don't have much money. Boy, if I did, buy a big house where we both could live. I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in the traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song. This one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Isn't that pretty? I know you like that. I know there are certainly some of the rainbow crowd that really enjoyed that tonight. And just stick around. First of all, though, let's adjust the color bars on the camera. We go. Adjusting the color bars now. Make sure we have a good image. There you go. How about that? Isn't that lovely? There you go. Okay. Now let's see what else is going on. Let's check on the other film that's being cooked for publication. It is got a little ways to go yet. Well, let's see. You come on like a dream, peaches and cream. Lips like strawberry wine. You're 16. You're beautiful, and you're You're all ribbons and curls. Ooh, what a girl. Eyes that sparkle and shine. You're 16. You're beautiful. You're my baby. You're my pet. We fell in love on the night we met. Touched my hand and my heart went pop. Ooh, when we kissed, well, you know I could not stop. You walked out of my dreams into my arms. Now you're my angel divine. You're 16. You're beautiful. Well, you know, it took me a long time to get there. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed listening to that. It was as much fun for you as it was for me to play it. How about that? Well, there you have it. Well, don't think I'm going to let you get away that easy, do you? Nah, I couldn't do something like that. Welcome to David's Playhouse. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Stick around a while and see what real invention is all about. We could swing the camera around a little bit here. Let's do some adjustment here. There we go. All right, let's there we go. Oops, we have a little feedback issue we have to take care of right forthwith. There we go. Okay. Now let's see. Here we go. Well, I think I'd heated up a little coffee here. Here's some of that coffee, good coffee. Well, let's see, is there anything in the refrigerator to eat tonight? Well, I'd like to know what's wrong with that light. That light just keeps like doing its thing on me. Anyway, here we are in the fabulous kitchen. Hope you like. You can't see very much, but it is a kitchen, at least by virtue of the fact that there's a refrigerator in here. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe we can make a little adjustment. We can get a little more. All right, there we go. See the sink. Here's a big piece of the stove here. A little bit of it. There's the microwave oven and the old Hammerlin radio on top here. That's an old Hammerlin shortwave receiver. It's the SX24, otherwise known as the Skyrider Defiant. That's the old Skyrider Defiant, made about 1950. It's a pretty good old radio. You can listen to messages from outer space. Well, okay. Radio. Well, here we are. Enjoy yourself. Give you a Where'd the coffee go? A little light on the subject here. Get adjusted so you can see what life is all about in the Sachs kitchen. Here it is. Of course, we know we don't want to cut his head off there. Let's get a little action here going. There we go. Now you're talking. Okay, well, welcome. Here we are. This is my fabulous kitchen. Gets to be to see the wonderful spice rack that I have up here, and Tom Cruise's picture over here to the right of it. Why I would have his picture on the wall is anybody's guess, but that's okay. I don't know. Anyway, the coffee's good. Nice night just to sit back and relax and enjoy yourself, and thanks for being here. I tell you, maybe one night we'll have a special guest to show up here in my playhouse. Maybe Jerry Mathers or somebody. Wouldn't that be groovy? Be awfully nice. And have a nice, wonderful evening, quiet evening here at the wonderful Sachs Playhouse here. You know, I don't know if you've ever thought about making movies with yourself or your family, your friends, or at the school you attend. But it's always a good thing to do. Now that we have things like YouTube and those kinds of things that are available for people, it's a really it's a different time now. It's a good time for people to get creative and to use the tools that they have to do things that they want to be remembered by. You know, and as time moves forward, as we move forward into the new century, new decade, new year, month, week, day, it's a good way to sort of keep up with your progress and see what's going on. And of course, there are programs like YouTube that can make that possible, so you can keep a nice track of your daily activities and things to remember by. Anyway, maybe later we'll read a little poetry, look at some musical scores, and talk about stamp collecting. I know that everybody likes to do that. And so just here it is, the fabulous Sachs kitchen. Hope you're liking the place. It's an awfully nice home. By the way, I have given some thought to selling the place, but not too seriously. I feel very comfortable here. Although I've thought about maybe moving to Middle Tennessee or Northwest Tennessee. Max would like to. Max has thought about that, haven't you, Max? I want everybody to meet Max. Come on up here, Max, and say hi to everybody. Here we go. Here's Max. He's doing his thing. He doesn't want to be held right now. But anyway, so how you doing, Max? What's going on? What you got on your mind, man? Huh? He just came by to say hi to everybody, and he's doing his thing. Max is Max is really something. I'll tell you what. He's a happy boy. He's, you know, I don't. There are a few. Tell you what, there's really nobody in the world like him. You just, you know, I tell you, it's not really something you can really explain. He's really happy, and he's very satisfied, very happy guy. And he's got a good life, you know. He really has a good life. How about that? That's something. How about it? Well, here's something. I'll tell you something about him. He knows what he likes. You know, nice, comfortable. Got a nice, you know, way of expressing himself, and you know, he's a one of a kind. You know, there's just not many guys in the world like Max. Max is, you know, got his mind on this and that, and he's got hopes and aspirations just like everyone does. And one thing he can tell you for sure is that he loves doing what he does, and likes to read the newspaper occasionally, and certainly loves to play the piano. As a matter of fact, if you say the word, he's ready to run over there and play right now. But anyway, that's what he's all about, and he might have something to talk about later. So in the meantime, he'll sit there and probably just think and shape the future. That's what he does. So anyway, there you have it. Well, in the meantime, maybe I can play a little music. Max can sit there and enjoy it. And let's see, we'll get over here and play some music. See what we've got here that we can play. Well, let's see if this will work. Musical interlude for you. Now let's see, where'd the coffee go? Some coffee here someplace. Well, what about it, old boy? See my coffee? Okay, well here you have it. Well, anyway, let's get our camera back in shape so you can see what's going on here in the fabulous Saks Playhouse Eatery. Well, you see the usual my vitamins, my vitamin B complex, my lutein for my vision, my vitamin C to fight infection, and New Balance for that moon diet. And here's vitamin E, which is you know, good for the flesh. And there you have it. And of course, things to open your nostrils like cinnamon, and of course the all-purpose, all-utility cloves, which who could make it without clove? Man, I tell you what. That is just, hey, you know what? Let me tell you something. You want some smell-o-vision? Check that out. Man, let me tell you what. That is pure smell-o-vision right there, and it comes from Kroger's. Whoo! Man, I tell you. Whoo! That just makes you feel good all over, doesn't it, Tom Cruise? How about it? How about a special guest appearance from Tom Cruise? Here you go. You got a special guest appearance from Tom Cruise right now tonight. Well, there you have it. All right, let's get the camera back in gear here.
Unless what?
I was shown a terrible secret, which is probably the only weapon which could destroy Godzilla.
What is it?
I promised Dr. Sarazawa never to reveal his secret to anyone.
Emiko, last night Tokyo was destroyed. Tomorrow it might be Osaka or Yokohama. If you can help, you must.
When I went to see Dr. Sarazawa, I had intended to tell Mamoto about the news, but there was something he wanted to show me first.
Something?
Had been experimenting with oxygen when he came upon a terrible chemical discovery. a way to destroy all oxygen and water, thereby disintegrating all living matter. An amount no larger than a baseball could turn Tokyo Bay into a graveyard. Sarazawa had found a terrible destructive power, and until he could find a counteracting good that would come from this discovery, he didn't want the world to know his secret. どんなことあってもお父様だって絶対に申しませんわ。He made me promise never to tell what I had seen.
Emiko, we need Sarazawa's help. There's no other way.
If I could only see him. Just talk to him.
Perhaps I can change his mind. Ogata will go with me.
Whatever you do, Emiko, you mustn't fail.
Sit down. Doctor, I know of your oxygen destroyer. We must have it. I don't know what you are talking about.
I broke my promise, Sarazawa. I told you Martin and Ogata. They both agree. You must use your oxygen destroyer against Godzilla.
No.
Well, I certainly hope you're enjoying Godzilla. It really is a fine film. Anyway, let's see what's going on over here. We're actually processing another movie in the works. Anyway, hope you're doing fine. It's good to see you. And I hope you're enjoying your evening. And thanks for hanging out with me here in the fabulous home here. By the way, I have 800 square feet of space. A bedroom over here to my right, one to my left, a bathroom. This is a sort of a multi-purpose room. And then just behind you is the kitchen. So, nice place. I have my washer and dryer in there. And about 1/3 of an acre of yard behind me that's fenced in with a 600 square foot 2-story garden building for playing the organ. So it's nice, and I've got some exercise equipment out there. Anyway, on the other side, you know, the ham radio station is over here. And I've got a 30-foot ham radio antenna in the backyard with some wires strung from it for communications and things like that for fun. So there you have it. It's been a nice day today. Kind of sunny and beautiful and really serene. Nice to spend some time with friends. So I hope you had a good day today. Mine was pretty good. Tomorrow,
I don't know what I have to do.
well, I'm trying to think, what have I got to do tomorrow? Gosh, what do we have to do tomorrow? You know, I really can't tell you. I'm not really even sure, but I know there's something that's got to be done tomorrow. Outside of the fact of get out of bed tomorrow. You know, that's something, that doggone internet, that thing will keep you up all night long.
Rest assured,
You know, that's one thing about the internet. It'll just keep you going for hours on end. Now, what can you say about it? It's there. You know, no one can take it away from you. You know, it's always going to be there for you to explore. You know,
Well,
and,
let's see.
warm
So
up
there
my
you
coffee a little bit. Hope you're enjoying Godzilla. Everybody likes Godzilla. I'm getting the munchies a little bit, but I don't know. I've got some pretzel, peanut butter. Got some pretzels filled with peanut butter, but that's just not anything really that you should mix with coffee. So, let's see what else is there. So I really need to spend some time on that treadmill, kind of get slimmed out a little bit. I think the coffee's been in there long enough. I kind of enjoy it.
Anyway, I don't know about you.
You know, I'm pushing 60. and glad. You know, it's kind of nice to be getting there and feeling life and the good things about it. I think at this age, though, you kind of feel a sense of wanting to explore and a little more to belong to your community and try to be what you can, you know, as life progresses, as it moves forward. And try to live with the tools that you have available and be awe-inspired by the creations that surround us. You know, those are good things to do. You know, it's like I've said before, you know, we kind of live in two worlds. We live in a dream world, we live in a real world, and it's up to you to figure out which one you live in. Both worlds can be good for you, but you have to decide which one you want to remain in. I don't know, maybe it's like dual citizenship to some people. Anyway, that old piano, I tell you, for 105 years old, I guess it still pumps out pretty well. You know, so anyway, let's get another viewpoint here. Let's see if I don't know if you can see me from this angle. I guess you can pretty well. Yeah, it's kind of nice just to kind of sit here and enjoy the beautiful night. We've got a full moon outside, and I don't have any wolfbane, you know, or tana leaves to hang around my neck right now. I know that's a necessity for some homes, but I do have a mezuzah on the door, and that's supposed to work just as well, actually. So there you have it. I think there's some Torah leaves in the mezuzah. Well, we'll check on our position here. And here you have it. Here's the laboratory. It's a full view of the laboratory for you. You enjoy it. It's a beautiful place. Our film is still baking in the oven here. It's a nice little excursion. Well, let's see. Entertaining time at the university. What is there to do now? Well, I could, you know, drape myself with a flag. Here we go. Let's drape thyself with the flag. Here's the flag. And here we go. Now I'll drape myself with the flag. There you go. How about that? I'll tell you what, man, you can't beat that. You know what? You see me at the Wailing Wall like this? Wouldn't that be terrific? Or how about in Rosh Hashanah? Man, I'll tell you what, the all-American Jewish guy. There you go. Anyway, isn't that great, spectacular, in 32-bit colors? Isn't it wonderful? Millions and millions of colors. It's wonderful. Okay. Yeah, it's a great night to be here out here on the fabulous digs. Ready to do a little work in the lab here tonight. Upload some films. Have some fun, drink a little coffee. Think about all the good times. Well, you know, I've got to get this old banjo over here tuned up. Needs a bridge on it, some strings. Oh, and still got my, where's my bridge, by the way? Please don't tell me I lost my bridge. By golly, you know what? I can't believe it. You know, I think I actually may have misplaced the bridge to this banjo. Oh man, I'm going to be so upset now. Oh man, I am so upset. Oh boy, I'm telling you, that's going to really upset me. Where is the bridge to my banjo? It's got to be here someplace. Anyway, this is a beautiful old banjo I found in a flea market. I wonder what it's worth. I really need to take it to the Antiques Roadshow, let them look at it. And it does have some interesting markings on it. Seems like it's in pretty good shape. Pretty good old banjo, actually, but where in the devil is the bridge? Shoot, man, don't tell me I couldn't possibly have lost the bridge to this banjo. Man, I am going to be upset. Dude, I'm angry now. I'm upset now, dude. I'm upset. I am upset. Where is the bridge to my banjo? Man, I am really, really upset now. Doggone it. Gosh darn it. Where's my bridge to my banjo? Man, I'll tell you what a drag. What a friggin' drag. I can't find my bridge to my banjo. Man, I want to get that banjo restrung so bad. I love this old banjo. Really, this has just got to be restrung. I got to find the bridge. It's got to be here someplace. How can you misplace that bridge? I don't even believe I did it. Oh man, that bridge has got to be here someplace. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn. Where's my bridge to my banjo, man? Well, that's just absolute calamity. Man, I thought it was right here. I could have sworn it was right here. By golly. Gosh darn. My banjo bridge is missing now. Well, let's look back here for a second. Well, man, I should have put it right up there on top of that letter carrier. Should have had it right up there. Well, now that sure is a bummer. Man, that is absolutely a bummer. Man, I just can't believe it. How about this old phone? Here you go. Man, look at that thing. That thing is the size of a brick. Can you imagine people used to communicate with things like this once upon a time? Really amazing. Okay, we've got AA batteries, but no banjo bridge. Where is my banjo bridge? It's here in this house someplace. The key is locating it. But it is certainly here. Be on the floor someplace? Well, let's look and see. No, I don't see it on the floor. Oh boy. Oh. Ooh. Well, that just kind of irks me. Well, it's okay. I deserve to get irked. I deserve a good irking once in a while. You know, the usual irkings. No problem with an irking. I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Okay, anyway, we can't locate yon bridge to the banjo here. But it is a pretty neat old banjo. See, the bridge would go right here. And I'm sure I can probably find one. Probably need a new one anyway. Here's a 5th string peg right here. And the fretboard looks pretty good on the old thing. Now there's some kind of something printed back here, it looks like, or is that now? That's just wear. That's just wear. It's got like a little star right on the head of the thing there. See it? A little star, and then it's got those. I don't know what they're made out of. They look kind of like they're made out of ivory or something, or maybe plastic. On the back of this thing, and Well, it's just your typical old it's a usual old 21 fret banjo. I think just that's all it is. Just the old 21 fret banjo. Yeah, but anyway, okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Well, let's see, what else have we got to deal with here? I've got Elvis Presley's Last Will and Testament. So, it's about, about 13, 14 pages. Here's Elvis's Last Will and Testament. A copy of it here. So, that's always a nice thing to have. And a night with Les Paul, an evening with Les Paul, and all of his melodic intervention. And he even wanted me to come back. He said it right here. Say, David, please come back. There you go. There he is. Okay. All right, let's see how our movie's doing. We'll take a look over here at the movie. How about it? We'll look at our movie. It's still got a little ways to go, maybe another 20 minutes to complete. It's still cooking, it's processing. Have to let it process, let it bake a little bit, and enjoy all of the fine amenities that come with that process. Well, let's see. All right. Where'd the coffee go? Maybe it's time to heat it up a little bit. Well, let's see. Where did I put the coffee? All right. It's right here someplace. There it is. There we go. Here's our coffee. Well, I hope you're enjoying this moment in time here in the laboratory out here at David Sax's Playhouse here. Thanks for being with me. It's certainly nice to have you. Well, let's see. What else is there to do? Well, we can look at Max, watch him run around and do his thing. What you doing, Max? Enjoying yourself? He wants to sit there and read. He's going to enjoy himself and just kind of hang out and do his thing. All right. Well, there you have it. And now we'll get back into position. All right. Well, now let's see. I don't know why that light keeps blanking out on me. I guess it was about time for it to go. It's got a weird filament in the refrigerator lamp back here behind the camera here. Where you can't see me, you can hear me talking, but anyway, that's a fact of life. I tell you what I could use is maybe some of this tomato bouillon looks good. That might be nice to have. Maybe heat up a little pasta. Let's see. Let's heat up some pasta. See if we have some time to heat up some pasta. Yeah, I think we do. Okay, let's get our camera into position. And we'll come on through here and try to have a pasta moment. Let's see if we can wiggle our way back here. You can see just how beautiful everything is and wonderful. All right, let's get the camera over in this direction. And all right. Okay, wrong direction. Here we go. Oop. All right. Well, I don't think that's going to work, is it? Well, you never know. You just never know. You just really never know, do you? Okay, well, all right, that's not working, so let's try this. There we go. All right, let's see, here we go. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Let's kind of lock ourselves in position here and get set up to do a little pasta tasting. Here we go. Pasta's good for you. Pasta's a good thing. I don't know about you. I like pasta. Pasta's easy to cook. It comes in all kinds of varieties. It comes in wheat variety. You get what is it? In the pasta variety, I've got several kinds. I have something called spaghetti that I keep in abundance. Here you can see spaghetti in abundance. Also, I keep some extras of these around so I can keep other pasta in abundance. And also vegetable pasta, which is really a favorite of mine. Vegetable pasta is a very good thing. Usually the way to make vegetable pasta, you grab your bowl and you go over here, rinse it out a little bit, and then you rinse it out a little bit, and then fill it up about a third of the way, or so, or a quarter, a third of the way, 25 to 30% or so of water in there. And then once you've got that done, just put it on the stove and turn the heat up to about high, but not excessively high. And then just grab you about 2 or 3 handfuls of vegetable pasta. You do the same thing with spaghetti, but put it into stalks of about 30 or 50 stalk pieces, and then just break it in half and then throw it in there. What I like to do is, after I get the pasta in there like that, it's a pretty easy thing to do. You just simply go over here, and I keep a variety of spices. I like New Orleans style Cajun is a favorite salt of mine. I also like garlic and pepper, which is kind of nice to use, and also seasoned salt. So what I'll do is we'll throw a little of the little seasoned salt in there, and about a handful, and then we'll get us a little New Orleans style chicken and seafood, and put a little in the palm of my hand, throw it down in there, and it's all coming together right here. And then a little bit of onion and garlic and pepper, which is kind of good. Get a little bit of that, throw it in there. A couple of teaspoons, and then just about a little slight shake of tomato bouillon, which is good for you. You throw a little bit of that in there, and then get you a fork and just start stirring a little bit, and while and check on it every now and then. When it starts boiling, you need to check on it a little bit, and once it gets done, you can always sprinkle a little more seasoning on it. But I like a little tomato and basil sauce, which is pretty good. I like to use tomato and basil, and I just pop it on there cold, and it's kind of nice and tastes pretty good actually. Okay, let's take a look at our noodles here in a sec. See what's going on. Take a look at the noodles. It's time to stir them a little bit, probably. We'll dig on in and stir. And they're starting to get a little bit fatter than they were before we put them in the solution here, into the broth. And always give it a taste. And when they start to feel chewy, then they're okay to eat. You can get them ready, pop them in the strainer, and season them a little bit, and it's a great snack. Just get you a couple quart pan, something like that. Anyway, this can reduce the heat a little bit. And when the pasta starts to get kind of wiggly, see how it's getting kind of wiggly like this. When it gets a little bit wiggly, then you can maybe stir a little bit, and it's boiling a little. Get a little more light on it here. See, so we can focus on our subject a little more. Anyway, it's a good thing. This kind of pasta is a good quick snack. Vegetable pasta is good for you. When it's starting to get kind of wiggly, you can see it's starting to get just about ready for consumption. It's really delicious. Okay, let's turn our heat down. Turn the gas off. And strain the pasta. A little water here. And then we'll shake it out good. Grab yourself a bowl. Any old kind of bowl, you know, the typical old cereal bowl, and just pile it on in. You know, and you might lose a piece or two, but dig down in there. And now that we've got all that, and you can grab your favorite seasoning. I like a little garlic and pepper is okay for me. And sprinkle it on there. Maybe a little bit of tomato broth. Just to give it a powdered tomato broth. It's condensed, concentrated, a little bit on there. Ooh, man, it gives a really neat flavor. And then you get your tomato and basil. It's tomato and basil is a good thing to have. And then shake a little bit on there. Don't have to use too much, just a little bit, flavor a little bit. Man, let me tell you what, then grab yourself some water, like I do, and bring the stool over here, and sit down and enjoy some noodles. Man, I'll tell you what, some good old noodles. Max likes noodles. Noodles are okay. Noodles are good for you. Get a little energy. Keep you on the go. Alright, let's see, we'll enjoy our noodles now. If you like noodles, I think noodles are good for you. Will be longer. Our next feature film from the University of Memphis will be processed and ready for viewing. I know everyone's excited about that. I sure am. Well, it sure was a beautiful day today. There's a full moon out there. Remind you to keep your tana leaves and your wolfbane around your neck. Heard something about some asteroid passing by the Earth a few days ago, and they were concerned about it making contact with the planet. I wonder what it was. Maybe it was catapulted from an enemy planet, and it missed us. You never know. There may be another world out there that wants to conquer this one. Why, I don't know, but let them try. We'll just keep enjoying our noodles. If you haven't had any noodles lately, let me encourage you to run down to your grocery store and get you a bag. Noodles are really good. Now let me tell you, you can also get synthetic types of cheese additives and things that can really be flavorful. And create all kinds of illusion and keep you healthy too. That's what food's all about, isn't it? You can dream in Technicolor. And get full at the same time. Isn't it wonderful? What What could we do without noodles? You know, I bet while you're sitting there watching me eat these noodles, it's making you hungry. Sprinkle a little lemon on noodles is good. And man, that tomato consomme. Ooh. All right, man. The power of water. Ooh, that really helps. So, what do you plan to do tomorrow? Hope you have noodles on your itinerary. You should. You read your fortune cookie? You have a favorite fortune cookie fortune? Just share it with me and send me an email. You never know, I might read it on my next show. Man, I'll tell you what, you just can't beat noodles. You know, the good thing about noodles are kosher. Noodles don't have to be made by Jews to be kosher. Did you know that noodles could be made by Lutherans and they can still be kosher? Tell you what, that tomato is so good it's made me speechless. Isn't that a good thing? I gave away my secret. Well, I think I need to go empty Max's litter box. So you stay over and think about those noodles for a second while I run and do that. Max, did you do any? Tootsie. Yeah, he made a big old stinky tootsie. Well, at least he knows how to go in the box. Man, he made a big old stinky tootsie. Yeah, he did. Woo. Boy, oh boy. Well, let's see. Ooh, man, I'm telling you. Well, he has to go just like everybody else does. All right, now back to noodles. Tomato consomme. Man, I'll tell you what. This is the live here. Man, it is. add this to my video resume.